What if I told you that one clause tucked deep inside a retail lease could wipe out a shopping center's cash flow overnight? That a single tenant walking out could trigger a chain reaction of rent cuts, lease terminations, and total collapse. This isn't a plot twist. It's called co-tenancy. And if you don't understand it, you have no business investing in retail real estate. Co-tenancy is a clause or a provision written into leases with the key objective of protecting tenants, particularly smaller or dependent tenants, from suffering when these key tenants leave a shopping center. At its core, it's a protective shield. A clause that says, if you bring me into the shopping center with promises of anchor tenants like Macy's or Best Buy or Kohl's, and those tenants leave, I shouldn't be on the hook for full rent. When an anchor tenant vacates, it's not just a loss of rent, it's a loss of traffic, credibility, and value. That's why co-tenancy clauses often allow smaller tenants to reduce their rent or even leave if certain conditions aren't met. There are two major types of co-tenancy clauses you need to know. The first, opening co-tenancy. An opening co-tenancy lease clause applies when a shopping center is being developed. Say if you're building a power center with 5 major anchors, a savvy retailer might say, I'm not going to pay full rent until at least 3 of those 5 are open and operating. This protects me from being the only retailer in an incomplete shopping center. The second type of co-tenancy is called ongoing co-tenancy. This kicks in after the center is open and running. If key tenants bail and replacements don't come in time, usually 12 to 18 months, other tenants can trigger rent reductions or leave altogether. Co-tenancy clauses are not afterthoughts. They are battlegrounds. They get hammered out during the letter of intent stage. For additional context, a letter of intent is a non-binding document that outlines an agreement in principle between 2 or more parties, tenant and landlord, before reaching the stage of a legal contract. A letter of intent for a national tenant can run 20 pages or more. It's not a one-page handshake. It covers everything down to the smallest detail. At Rockstep Capital, we approach co-tenancy with precision. Yes, tenants want protection, but for landlords, these clauses are risky. They can introduce volatility and crush cash flow. That's why we analyze every ask. We weigh the tenant's value against the risk they introduce. Co-tenancy can protect a tenant or unravel a property. Whether you're buying, leasing, or negotiating, understanding this clause is non-negotiable. Because in retail, it's not just who you have, it's who you lose and how everyone else reacts. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to hit the like button on this video. If you learned something new today, go to our Learning Center. Subscribe for more insight. Let's keep rock stepping together.